Yeah, I see the title, man. Let's get to it.
The Lakers are winning the whole damn thing.
Thank you.
LeBron gets ring number 5.
Really?
Anthony
Wow.
Davis reclaims the respect so many of you have taken from him.
Recently, I've been watching a little bit. I've been watching a little bit. I like some of the pieces we done acquired, you know, in the off season. Tyrion Prince, Christian Wood, that rookie dude, you know. We got some good pieces. Man. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Rui coming back, you know what I'm saying? Vanderbilt coming back, D'Angelo coming back. You know, if AD, you know what I'm saying, stays healthy, stays aggressive, and stays, you know what I'm saying, passionate about the game. we gonna be alright, I'm telling you, we gonna be out there, open.
Not this time. We created it. Not this
Bron
time.
gotta do his thing too,
not
but
this time. It's totally made up. Pure fiction.
I don't want to put too much weight on Bron. I feel like Bron just gonna do what he, you know what I'm saying, the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying, honestly. It's 21st season.
We were having before. That's over then. Year 20 title, LeBron, give me a break.
Okay.
Jordan's on like his 6th failed career by that time. So yeah, there it is. They're winning the title.
Okay.
When looking at the NBA media, specifically the pro LeBron James media, really for the past 3 or 4 years, every single season, they always have these big proclamations, bold declarations going into this season. For example...
Nah, that's a fact, but it's just because it's high hopes, bro. It's high hopes, bro. Like, Bron's playing for the Lakers. This is a high hopes organization, bro. When you got the type of talent we got, it's high hopes, man. And it's not like we're wrong this year. Like, we have a chance. We had a chance last year. We got a chance, my brother. Come on, bugging out.
If LeBron James does blank, he'll finally pass Jordan. In 2021, if he wins the championship as the 7th seed, he'll be the GOAT and pass Jordan. He lost in the first round. 2022, a pretty similar thing. If he gets Russell Westbrook his first championship, he'll be the GOAT. He missed the playoffs. And last year in 2023, they had a couple of different narratives. If he passes Kareem in scoring, he'll pass Jordan as the greatest. Well, he passed Kareem in scoring.
And nobody even stuck to that. Like, I heard bad people say that. I heard Shaq say that. I heard, like, y'all friend. Y'all ain't need that. It's don't say it if you don't mean it. I mean, if you can change your mind, though. You can change your mind. But I need some reasoning or something.
Scoring,
like,
but really didn't pass Jordan. And after that fell flat, their next go-to, of course, was if LeBron James wins the championship as a planned tournament team. That would definitively put him ahead of Michael Jordan on any all-time list. Every single in the media has these wild what-ifs and wild expectations for LeBron James to finally pass Michael Jordan.
That's a fact. Yeah.
As you guys have seen, it never actually happens. And the whole LeBron versus Jordan thing for me personally, it really is a stalemate. As Jordan, of course, hasn't played in 20 years, his overall legacy is cemented in stone. And LeBron being in year 21, almost 40, his overall legacy is almost dried and completely cemented. And with that being the case, I don't think LeBron realistically has a shot of passing Jordan for the majority of NBA fans. Look, if he got a 5th championship, that would be fantastic and great for his overall legacy. But his 5th championship, much like his 4th, it wouldn't really move the needle of him being greater than Jordan.
Facts. And I think that's really what it's about. It's about the general population, you know what I'm saying? Like, it may change some things for some people, you know, but for the general population to really say LeBron's the GOAT, I feel like LeBron got to win like 8, 9, you know? They're not going to give LeBron that title for just winning 6, 5. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be like, he's still 5 for 11. 5 for... Like, they're not going to give him that, in my opinion, bro. So, in order for him to really change people's minds, he got to win a whole lot. So it's looking like it's over there.
Winning a title at age 39 would be highly impressive. But looking through NBA history, it wouldn't really be unheard of, as someone like Kareem got his 5th championship at the ripe old age of 40. And I think one of the problems with the media in these debates, specifically the LeBron James side of the argument, they're so focused on LeBron versus Jordan, Kareem is totally ignored. And the arguments they use for LeBron being better than Jordan, looking at longevity and total stats, those same exact arguments apply to Kareem being better than both. And I think one of the biggest crimes for the NBA media is always being so hyperbolic and labeling things as the first thing to ever happen. This has never happened before, and we haven't seen this in NBA history. And a lot of times LeBron James, it's not his fault, but the media always says, we haven't seen a player be this great, this good, at age 38, 36, 39, whatever it may be. And look, knowing NBA history, I've seen Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's stats, I've seen his games. When he was over the age of 34, 35, even up to 40, he was a great player and an impactful player on championship teams. I mean, look at 1982. Kareem at that point was 35 years old and won the championship, averaging 20.4 points, nearly 9 boards and 4 assists, with 3 blocks on above 50% shooting. The following year in 83, at age 36, again made the NBA Finals, leading the playoffs in scoring at 27.1 points and blocks at just over 3. Fast forward to 84, look at the Finals versus Boston. Kareem in this series averaged 26, 8, and 4 with 3 blocks. And outside of Larry Bird, Kareem in this series was the best player on the floor. Imagine that in today's NBA. A 37-year-old player being the best player on his finals team. And looking at 85 for Kareem, I would personally argue his most underrated season, as overall production in the finals was almost identical to 84, but in this year's Lakers team actually won the championship, and he was the MVP at 38 years old. And if you want to go one step further, Kareem, past the age of 40, also won 2 more championships, again solidifying how great of a player he was, how impactful he was, even at the ripe old age of 41. Why this never gets talked about, I really don't understand it. As it's one thing to be a great old player, put up good numbers on a mediocre team, but it's another thing to be a great old player with great numbers on a historically great team that wins numerous championships. And Kareem, from 35 to 40, that part of his career, made 5 finals and won 3 championships. That part of Kareem's legacy is rarely, if ever, discussed. And that's why for the LeBron James media, Kareem in a way is kind of a wrench in their argument for LeBron being better than Jordan. As again, those longevity claims they love bringing up for LeBron versus Jordan, they really don't bring up for Kareem versus LeBron. And that's why I find it pretty comical when you have someone like Nick Wright on television saying time and time again, if LeBron at age 38, 39 wins the championship, that will finally make him the greatest player of all time and better than Jordan. I'm like, Kareem is right there, having 3 championships, making 5 finals from age 35 to 40. How do you ignore that? And hypothetically speaking, if LeBron somehow goes from 4 championships to 5,
I would just say, I feel like the reason why people ignore it is because that, Magic Johnson came in, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that that's the right thing to do. But I'm saying that's just the reason why people may ignore what Kareem accomplished in those years, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy, because I ain't know he was going crazy like that, but, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of, you can kind of expect it, considering that he dropped, you know what I'm saying, 38,000 points too, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, he obviously was getting buckets up there. Come on.
Not reaching that benchmark of 6 titles. And the grand scheme of things, LeBron's overall prime, his peak, those times are past. And I think very probably for everyone, Michael Jordan's peak, Michael Jordan's prime, was a hair better than LeBron James. And that version of LeBron we saw from 2013 to 2016, maybe to 2018. That version of LeBron James being a top 10 player on both ends, some years top 5 on both ends, that version of LeBron James, unfortunately, is never coming back. So when debating who is the best player of all time, I don't think LeBron James can change that argument at this point in his career. And in terms of greatest, I give him like a 1%, 5% chance of actually catching Jordan and his 6 championships. The one thing I will give LeBron James in his top...
in terms of percentage, y'all drop a percentage, which I think LeBron got in passing Jordan. I know y'all probably gonna drop like 1% and all that. I'll say probably like 5 to 10%, man. And the camera might die soon, so if I end the video, y'all know why.
For is it unlike Jordan and really unlike any player of all time? LeBron's remained a top 10 player for the longest out of anyone. Of course, there's no stats to back that up, but I think generally speaking, from year 2 to year 21, that overall segment of his career, at every single turn, he's been a top 10 player. And look, as great as that is, as impressive that is, if LeBron plays for what, 23, 24, maybe 25 seasons, that would mean for what, 21 and 25 years, he failed to win a championship. That is 2 decades of winning nothing. That's when the overall longevity argument, I personally think, kind of backfires in LeBron's favor.
I mean,
as compared to the best players of all time.
People don't really talk about people's whole career as a failure if they didn't have a chance to win the championship that year. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like when people say 6-0 and LeBron's 4-10 or whatever it is, you know, they count the finals usually. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the general